Map 21. This is one of the levels I was warned about, in fact. No, well, I was warned about Nirvana as well. I'll leave that in. So this is one of the levels I was warned about. So I was told 15, 21, maybe 16, 28, 29, 30 are going to be really hard. And wow, this one's hard. Perhaps predominantly because of like 2 fights towards the end of the hour-long map. So, yeah. And then this beginning part's not hard or anything, but the Archvile, the Spider Demon, they can misbehave, and if that happens, it's so frustrating. It's like, well, what was I supposed to do? So this is really one of the main levels where Spider Demons taking glass damage really comes into play. You got the groovy non-MIDI tracker file, probably. I don't think they're all trackers. This one is, I think. This is also one of the 2 levels, 3 actually, that I had tried playing mouse and key, and there was talk about removing analog capabilities for strict mode if you're playing on a controller. So the way it turned out, when they were talking about that, I had map 16 and 21 next. I'd beaten 17 and 20. And I'd done those on controller. So this was really the next. Now I did beat 16 mouse and key. I'm pretty proud of that. This one, I had done almost 100 attempts, if I remember correctly. I think we were at least in the 60s. And then, literally 7 tries on controller, and I got it. I really can't know for sure if it actually made a difference, or it was just a matter of, hey, I've played this level a bunch, you know, I have a better idea of what to do now. It's difficult to say. So we've got a bit of a strange Archvile area here. And, you know, we go for the Megasphere, which is a secret Archvile jump. Is that the only Archvile jump in the WAD? No, map 11 has one for a Soul Sphere, which doesn't make any sense. Why am I doing an Archvile jump to a Soul Sphere and taking 90 damage to get 100 health? Silly. But for a Mega, yeah, it's great. This section is very weird. You gotta be careful, like, only wake up like 1, maybe 2 at a time. Try to kill them farther back so they can't revive each other. But there is an art to it. And it's a type of gameplay consideration that you might never make out of NoSp2. Maybe with Legion, the Balls of Steel, or Spectrum, the Balls of Steel, this type of consideration can come up, but never like this. It's a unique encounter, if only because vials can resurrect each other. That's what this area is about. Now, after playing this a lot, though, I did get pretty good at it. sure the vials wouldn't hit me. Oh, actually, I'll point at this room and say this is one of the rooms that was harder, the Archvile one, on House and Key. I had a lot of trouble getting behind the tiny pieces of cover. And I also had trouble picking up those rockets quickly. I think this is a strategy I use like really fast, and I never came up with anything better. Where you just kind of head over here, and after this, you gotta react. Main thing is the spider demon. How can you avoid getting shredded by that thing? And if she hits the Hell Knights aren't really gonna hit her back. They're just gonna clump up, which is just great. It's better if they infight the Cyber. And if the Cyber can infight the Spider Demon, that's pretty good. Not because he's gonna kill her, but just so that you have one fewer Cybers, like, attacking you. And if, like, the best it can go is that the Cyber Demon, or I guess any monster really, hits the Spider Demon, like, once. Which is really unlikely because Doom monsters are, well, they're not Z-aware enough. They go right up into the wall and you're not able to get a good angle. So I'm hoping now that one of the monsters hit her so she won't be attacking me, but of course not. Such a crispy track here. Ah, there we go. Now she got hit, and I only have a little bit of time before she kills the Cyber, and I have that time to... Well, I don't know if I'm going to kill her or if I'm just going to hit the switch. You might think two Cybers should have a fine time cleaning up these Hell Nobles, but they really don't. This isn't a fight that like you need to run past by any means, especially since you can just chill up here and, well, the enemies are kind of stupid, so they have trouble tracking you. But just in the name of getting to the hard part faster, I do try to burrow through, and I can clean them up later. This part is maybe the first fight that's, like, pretty challenging. Nothing crazy. Definitely nothing crazy. But it was challenging for me when I was doing House and Key runs, especially. Okay, so we're getting another Cyber Demon all the way down the hall. That's why we ran over here. Well, we got enough rockets. Perfect. Man, I miss getting to carry 150 shells. Now that I'm playing WADs with, well, without this dehacked. It's a little sad. I miss it. So, if you're speedrunning, it might actually be better to leave the Cybers. What I went with most of the time, I would kill one of them, and I'd try to get the other one to fight the Cacos. Oddly enough, your rockets aren't infinite here. It's like I have a lot, but you could run out. It's possible. You know, it happened like once, and I got so scared. I was so careful about ammo for the rest of my attempts, despite the fact that it obviously doesn't matter because I ran away from the last fight, so I'm gonna have extra rockets. And I'm using a good amount of super shotgun here anyway. I was being a little overly conservative with my ammo, but hey, he's fighting anyway. You know, if you shoot him like as he's attacking another monster like this, he won't retaliate. It is interesting, monsters can change their target during an attack, but only if their like counter thing is 0 or it's an arch slot. There we go. Now I got 2 anti-cheat. Oh, I forgot about these guys. This is what I meant with, hey, your rockets aren't infinite. So playing this, it must have been like right as 0.25 was coming out. You see the cyber I left in the previous room. I tried to get him in fight, but it only sometimes works. It didn't really matter. Whatever happens, I'll go back to that room eventually, and I'll have an infinite rocket. Yeah, the second secret in this map is a extra fight that involves the secret rocket launcher. I don't need it. The attempts on this map could have been so much faster if we just used more rockets. Anyway, Spider Demon. Hopefully she infights. She doesn't usually though. You have to kill everything yourself. These cacos, I remember people in Twitch chat, they were commenting saying, hey, you're standing like way farther from the Cyber Demon than you have to, or way farther from the cacos than you have to. We're playing on mouse and key. I just wasn't comfortable. Whereas here, I'm fine. I'm standing relatively close, which is fine. They're just geckos. I'm just going to speed up the super shotgunning here. Now we finally get more armor. And we get... This is the first fight where I think you would die a bunch in, like, a blind run. And I did die a bunch in my attempts, but once I started doing this particular movement, it went pretty well. So you drop back here, curl around, and the idea is you get as many rockets out as you can. That's why I have to shoot both directions, because I need the space, right? I have to shoot farther. And then you can switch. Now, we're focusing on shooting imps because they have projectiles, they have less health. And we're trying to do broadly the U-strafe sort of deal. Eventually, enough of the Hell Knights are going to converge so that I can just go around them, at which point you've pretty much won the fight. You could still die here. You get caught, like, right here. Yeah. And I almost died, so, yeah. And again, that move is just to make attempts go faster. It's like, we gotta move on. You know, fail faster, die faster sort of thing. Like, I can do the cleanup, and it'll actually take longer doing cleanup later, but cumulatively, we're dying in this room, like, all the time, so we want to get to this room as fast as possible. The strategy that I settled on for this room is so stupid, but, yeah. I think what you're supposed to do is have them infight, What I settled on was shoot the cyber so he doesn't fight back the revs, and then hopefully he gets stuck. This time he didn't get stuck. I just managed to not die somehow. And then take damage anyway. So, you know. And what's cool is that after you manage to beat this fight like 1 in 5 times, because, like, come on, look at it. I mean, I don't have a BFG. Even if I had a BFG, that would be hard. Especially, the floor isn't flat there, so Doom Guy, like, falls very briefly, and you can't move when you're in the air. So then, after you beat that, this next room is also done. I don't know if I even beat this, like, ever, legit. Just run away. Just run away. Yeah, that's all, that's it. That's all I can say. It works some of the time. Doesn't work all the time. That fight is way too hard. I think I had like Ancalagon even, or Vile saying it was too hard. Someone was saying it was really hard. I forget who. I would, you know, control F in the Discord to see who, but you know, if you know, you know. Now, notice in the previous room, we got hit by the cyber. And, you know, when we ran through all these guys, look, if you want to do this fight legit, send me a video of you doing it like 3 times in a row. It's stupid hard. I took a lot of damage here, because of course, it's really hard to burrow through revs with just a plasma. So I consumed both Megaspheres. It's not great. So I need to do the next fight with the amount of health and armor I have. That's it. And you might notice I'm not backing up all that much. I don't want to trigger the next fight, which realistically I'm not going to, unless I go really far. But you know, I'm being careful. So there were only 2 or 3, maybe 5, let's say 5 times that I got this far. It was pretty rare that I'd get past that ridiculous spider demon fight. It's so inconsistent to do it normally. It was legitimately like a 1 in 40. I just couldn't get it. Realize that we'd be fighting all of these enemies in that tiny corner that I ran away from. And they'd be able to approach much easier. And instead of a wall, there would be one of those like fence textures that revenants can shoot through. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. Just get lucky with infighting? I don't know. Spider demons are trash at infighting. They just get stuck. And even if they don't get stuck, they're in pain state. And even if they don't get in pain state, it's only as strong as 3 chain gunners. So, alright. Now I take the BFG, and I actually died here like twice until I did that little maneuver, just so I had an idea of where the cyber was. Now I can manage better. But we are cheesing this fight as well. I mean, obviously, right? I don't want to be down there. So, honestly, I'm just going to fast forward. Like, we're just rocketing enemies that are walking towards us. only thing you gotta look out for is paint elementals. If I had a chain gun, I would be chain gun. Am I really gonna shotgun him or rocket? Oh my gosh. The next fight is also hard. Line def skip. So, what do I tell you to do for this? If you're someone who wants to know what to do on this fight and not die. Well, look, I tried a lot of stuff, and this is the one that worked, okay? I've tried hiding near the Mega, I've tried hiding near the Soul Sphere and leaving, but like this particular dance, where you're sort of in the lava, out of the lava, is a good mix of avoiding damage while also pulling them to the side so you can run away. And then, as every fight in this level, the gate opens in like 30 seconds, and then you leave. Just run away. And oh, I've had runs end where the spider demons just shred me. They're so mean. But we got here with good health, so we were able to kill them easily. Hit the switch, and run away again. So, this fight is hard. Guess what we're gonna do? That's right, we're running away again. Every fight here we're cheesing. This one, I don't feel as bad about cheesing though, because it almost feels designed for it with sort of the dance I have to do. Like, it's this exact movement is the only way I was able to do it. Where you dig down here, hit this first switch. Switches have to be pressed in order. Don't aim for the Manx. The Manx are your friends. Care about Revenants. Then you go down here. The reason is the Revs need to pull away from the other switch. And then you can hit it. Grab the rad suit. Curl around again. This time you have to use BFG because stuff is in the way. Hit the final switch. And after like 5 seconds, this wall will be open. Now, I only realized until later attempts, but doing the red key fight gives you a Mega Sphere. So I decided to save that Mega, and I could just use some BFG for now. Yeah, getting to run back over here to this side, it's so good, because all the enemies clump up, and it means the Cyber Demons can kill them. Yeah, see how I went to the right instead of the left? If I went to the left, I'd be close to the wall, and the Cybers would have a shot at. So this is definitely one of the harder maps in the set. I think I would put it, it's definitely behind 28, 29. And I think that's it. Then again, most of my attempts were with mouse and key, so I don't know if I even count it. Still hard though. I have less of a frame of reference. I really do. But yeah. We still have lots of Cybers, so they're difficult to see in this environment, you know, with all the brown. I'm trying to stay back so the cybers all the way downstairs can't get a shot on me. Just cleaning up these guys. Nothing fancy. I wonder if it would have even been hard. Like, did I need to run away literally at all once I hit that last switch? I probably could have just gone back and forth a little bit and it would have been fine. But the advantage is that all the cybers upstairs are dead, so I can just chill in the back. Oh, I know what's coming. It's so embarrassing. Here it comes. There it is. Ah, so gross. I got away with that. That was like a minimum damage roll. You can see me like, I'm shaken up from that. I'm shell shocked. But now we're done with that. I'm just gonna grab some extra cells and a mega before doing the secret fight. And then we will exit. Oh, yeah, I forgot. He's still there. Alright, so you should... do I really go down here to clean this up first? Silly. So, you just shoot over here. And, you know, BFG is just cool like that. It'll clear out this way. You turn left. Get the infinite rocket launcher, and you just chill in the back. Focus on the Manx. Especially the ones on the right. And then you're good. Don't fall, I guess. It's not difficult platforming, but don't fall. And I guess I gotta catch all the rooms I ran away from earlier. And, you know, a death exit there because he doesn't want you to keep the infinite rocket launcher. Alright, that's all.